I chatted with Kelvin yesterday, and he said, "Boy, iron sharpens iron." And there's no $50 million linebacker in the number one draft pick
Right.
in that room. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
there's an opportunity. It looks like for everybody who's in that room
For
to
sure.
now to play. Do you guys sense that too? What kind of motivation is that for you guys? That it looks like really an open competition in that linebacker room.
It is, and when it comes to competition, it's just you have to do everything in your power to come out and compete, come out and show what you've learned, come out and show that you've been studying, come out and show you've been getting in the right shape in the off season, And we love the competition, and we're not out there just bumping heads with each other, like we're lifting each other up, giving each other technique ideas, just trying to lift each other up. Because at the end of the day, best man wins, but we're trying to get each other there. I'm saying if we have to play with several linebackers, that's what it's going to be, and it just comes from us competing and trying to get better each and every day. So.
Coach Campbell was talking about the second-year guys, like taking a business-like approach, just having like a different mentality this time around. How did you see that from your perspective? What's changed for you?
I can be out of here if I don't put in the right work and don't perform on the field. I knew that. Last year was kind of, I don't, you know what I'm saying, like you drafted and they get you in and they know you're getting better and know you got to, elevate your game a little bit throughout the whole season. And now it's just like, you got to come and perform or you won't be here. And that's just been on my mindset. What can I do to get better each and every day? What can I do to come out here and show like that I'm a new person this year and that I'm going to do everything right for my teammates, not just for me, just what I can do to go out there and compete and help the team win. So.
You saw the progression, throughout your first season. But when you, at the end of the year, when you watched the cut-ups, what was something that you watched, or you and Calvin watched your AG, and it was like, this is something maybe we want to work on? And maybe what was your focus this offseason coming into year two?
Just technique and eyes and just knowing, the different coverage and the route concept, just know I need to have my eyes during each and every play, make sure I get the call off. Communication is key. Last year I was a little quiet, but the main focus is just being vocal, being a leader, kind of, taking that next step into, being a vocal leader, kind of taking the next step into, not being so quiet and having confidence. That's the main key for me this year, just having confidence and calling the defense and what I'm doing on the field. So
they say players take their biggest jump from year one, year two. Do you believe that? You say?
I do. I've seen it like just for myself, just of how confidence I am, and just like how like you can take the stuff from the film room to the field and it just clicks so easy for you. There's mistakes here and there, and you just learn from. That's what comes from watching film, and just you have to just stay in the playbook and just. It's important to know what you're doing on the field. That's my whole thing. Like I want to make sure I'm at my best prepared to make sure when I get on the field I know what I'm doing. That comes with being a leader, making the calls. Because if you don't know what you're doing, how you supposed to expect them to know what everybody else is doing? So
more off the field stuff.
Mm.
Getting the playbook, learning it.
Right.
Kind of off the field stuff.
Yes, for sure.
AJ said today when he talked to us that the adjustments on defense to more attacking and playing more four-man up front was take better advantage of the pieces that you guys had. So how does, I know you're sort of in the install of this, but how does this defense or the adjustment they made fit your game?
It just allows us to play free as linebackers. It allows us to play downhill, not really think about it. We're, sometimes we're not, carrying, like covering a wide receiver. Sometimes we have to run all the way downfield. So it helps us play aggressive on the run, and then just small details of how to get out and look for receive, look for over routes, things like that. But it's just an aggressive defense. It's just like we're letting the linemen go and the linebackers go, and DB's going to take care of what they got to take care of. So I like that game a lot. I can just play downhill, play aggressive, and cover when I need to. But I love this defense. It's going to be really good one this year.
Local. I remember talking to you last month of the season about working with Alex in that room calling plays. Like, how much is that preparation started to pay off now?
Oh, it's definitely paying off. We actually was just laughing and joking about it. We were just in the locker room, and it was just like when they're like, it'd be or Josh Woods or Alex, it'd be like, Derrick, help me with the call, and then I'll be so locked into what I need to do, I just forget, like, oh yeah, by the way, this is the call. So now we just joke about that in here, but it kind of helps your game, because when you can yell out stuff, it kind of like reminds you of what you need to do and what everybody else is doing. So I think that just being vocal is a key to this game also. So
Dan and Aaron, like seem like every week key players going down. So you guys are able to have at least moderate. What do you think is the potential of the defense?
we got depth. We got a lot of guys who want to compete, a lot of guys who can play. Like I said, things happen in the NFL, and I learned that last year as a rookie. Like, people go down, and you start from six to seven guys and end up with four. Things happen in the NFL. You just have to always be mentally prepared when it's your time to go. And as you can see on the field, like, it's just a different energy in the defense, different energy in the offense. Everybody wants to compete. It just, like he said, there's so much competition going on, so everybody wants to go out and perform. You're going to see people pushing at the ball, running to the ball. It's just the small things that you do to get yourself better and help the team. So.
That kind of goes off of that game Campbell said, the competition, the linebackers, the bloodbath.
Yeah.
You agree, but how helpful is that? For you guys on the field, but also just the culture.
It just put pressure on you. Like you have to put pressure on yourself. But like that's just if you want to go win a starting job, you have to do everything in your power to go do that. All these guys, we all have the same mindset. We want to be the guy, we want to be the green dot, we want to start, want to play. So everybody's bringing their A game every day. Everybody's learning, but the thing about it is we're learning from each other. Like we get into the room and we communicate amongst each other. It's not just everybody. We just keep to ourselves and make sure we're trying to like go against this guy. That guy's just. We're all going to help each other at the end of the day. That's what helps it become fun. Because just like if I do something on the field that's not right, come to the sideline. Everybody's not like doing this. Everybody's like, hey, by the way, I seen this, seen that. So we're just helping each other. That's fun competition. We got good linebackers in the room, and I'm excited for this year. So.
Is that different from other teams you've been on?
I've only been on one team.
Well, I mean, in your
in my career, I'm just joking. It kind of is. It kind of when you're in college, you kind of know who the guys are going to be. You have the young cast, and some red shirt and some don't. It's just 4 or 5 stars. It's just like, just like NFL. If you're a first round, you're going to come in. There's a good possibility, unless you mess all the way up, that you're going to start. So it's the same. It's kind of like going into the next year, like okay, I'm a starter. Now the NFL is like. It's so much competition. Everybody's good, so it's like you're going to compete every year, in and out. So.
One of the other things Kelvin told Tim was that he recommended you to get in Jared Davidson's hip pocket and just try and learn as much as you can from Jared.
Yeah.
Wondering how much you've been able to do that, early on, or if you want to do that, what you learned from Jared.
Yeah. So when he first got here, I'm the type of guy like I really don't approach nobody because I didn't know him, so I was like I don't know how to approach him. I don't know if he keeps to himself or is he friendly. So it's kind of like I just let it lead into it. Like then when I was just like what's up man, my name's Derrick, I'm JD, and then like you kind of hear the tone of his voice, like he cool dude, and he always gives me advice on what to do, how to do it, how to be professional. Like it's my second year, he's been in the league for about 6 years, so he knows how to take his body. I mean, one thing we was just laughing about every workout, like you just see him like warming his body up. He just does his jumps, and everybody's like, what is he doing? And that's just what works for him. That's just being professional, knowing how his body acts, and he cool cat, man. He's the funniest dude I know, and I love having him on this team for sure.
All right, thanks, Derrick.
Thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.